Welcome to Ms. Vajayjay's Sex Ed. We're going to be talking about cultural constructs around sexuality. The construct of culture doesn't exist in nature unless humans put a value on it. Moral codes and laws are prime examples. For instance, the border between the United States and Mexico doesn't exist physically in nature. Yet, this agreement has strong impacts on the people who live in both countries. The border is a powerful construct. Let's look at cultural constructs around our sexuality. What about gender? Let's ask some folks. What is gender and what does it mean to you?
I feel like a lot of places don't talk about gender though, and haven't.
Gender is an identity. It's something that goes way beyond the body parts that you were born with and how you feel who you are. And that goes beyond just the construct, the narrative that we've been socially fed, that you're either male or you're female, and that it's completely related to your body parts.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's just so big. Gender is so big because gender is a socially constructed identity and roles and behaviors and power structures that impact every human being.
Well, gender is a social construct, that much I know, that has to do with femininity and masculinity and stereotypes that go with that. To me, I've always identified as a female, which is what I stereotypically present as. So for me, I've always just been a girl and a woman. Yeah, I haven't thought about it enough, but I'm gonna think harder on that.
I don't know what to say.
People try to tell you if you're man or woman just because you look in some certain way, but it's not just about that. It's not about social roles or how physically you need to be like strong or macho or something like that. It's more about even feelings and the way you see the world and the way you need to be perceived by the world.
Historically, in many cultures, gender is dictated into two very distinct identities, boy or girl. One of those is forced on us at birth. But if you don't fit into the one that you were placed in, you may feel shame, you may be oppressed, ostracized, or even violated. For some people, gender identity is fluid and changes throughout their lifetime. For others, it may not. There are so many different ways for us to express ourselves in our gender that if someone asked me, how many genders are there? I would say, I don't know.
Girl, boy, man, woman, in between, trans, non-binary. Your gender can be whatever you want.
Miss Vijay, can we talk about virginity?
So, what is virginity and what does it mean to you?
I was brought up to believe that virginity went away when a penis penetrated a vagina.
Of course, we all knew that it was the first time you had sex. That's what everyone thinks, but I'm trying to not do that narrative because I assume everyone's gonna say that.
It's a trap.
Yeah, it's an invention.
We really think virginity is like part of the patriarchy.
Yeah, it's an invention because everybody it's trying to, since you are like so little, to convince you that when a penis it's in your vagina, that you stop being a virgin, you know, like. And why? I mean, if it's like, if virginity is the first time that I had pleasure, then I lost my virginity to me, yeah, and to my bicycle, I guess.
Virginity is patriarchy embodied.
Virginity is simply a cultural construct. one that proves particularly oppressive to women, girls, and people with female bodies. It's a concept that's loaded with shame and can be stressful no matter what gender you are. Lots of people feel very badly for not being virgins, and others feel badly for being virgins. So I'm offering that it can be truly liberating to question and even drop imposed values.
Shame, 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 shame. Break the shame, break the shame. Shame, 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 shame. Break the shame.
Express your gender in whatever way feels right for you, and have sex when it's the best time for you to feel pleasure. In summary, all values are set by cultural morality, which is based on power structures that usually best serve only a few folks and diminish the value of others. So let's keep questioning cultural constructs around sexuality.